What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. We have the kit of the new hero Aiden coming this Friday in the Miracle Wish. And I'm on the official Discord, and look at all the bad reactions. We have 41 poop. So I haven't seen the kit yet. I'm gonna dive deeper into it, and then I'm gonna come back to give you my advice on the hero. Let's do it. So guys, I finally had a look to the hero, and so far, one, he looks great, I mean with internal injury damage, and two, it's probably gonna get really funny in PvP, because if you are using him in a suicide squad with both Popper and what is the name of the other, Nilua, then you are gonna deal crazy damage when your heroes are gonna die. We are gonna have a deeper look to that when we are gonna talk about the ultimate, but first let's have a look to his kit, okay? So this is a new hero from the Sagacity Alliance, an attacker with the green mark, and the design looks promising. This is exactly the design that I love. It looks like some Fire Emblem heroes for the ones who knows about that game. So sorry for the dezoom. He has two different forms. The first one, he's gonna get some martial arts spirit every time he's gonna release the first the basic attack or the first active skill, and once he's gonna reach 40 layers, he's gonna enter the second form, in which he's gonna start doing more damage and in AoE with the first active skill. So let's have a look to the basic attack. Attack damage and attack internal injury damage to a single enemy only, with a chance to inflict 1 internal injury damage for 2 turns, and then he gains 5 layers of martial arts spirit. He needs 40 in order to change the form, okay? If he is in the second form, 4 stages of attack damage to a single enemy. The first 2 stages have a chance to inflict 1 layer of internal injury for 2 turns, so up to 2 layers, and 2 stages of extra attack internal injury damage. So the more the mastery on the hero, and the higher the attack, the higher the damage. This is the way to play the hero, but it's gonna consume 5 layers of martial arts spirit. So once you get 40, you change your form to the second one, and then if you lose all your martial arts spirit, you are gonna untransform. So be careful with that if you are playing the hero in the future. So then the first active skill, 3 stages of attack damage and attack internal injury damage to a single enemy, and a chance to inflict an internal injury for 2 turns on each stage, I guess, so up to 3 layers directly. So that's a good skill for a single target. And then you are gonna get 10 layers of martial arts spirit. So if you have no exclusive at all on the hero, you are gonna need to use 4 times the first active skill, or maybe 2 times the first active skill and 4 times the basic attack. So it might take forever to transform, or you are going to need to use some heroes such as Ben Austin or Rista to make some pursuits or counterattacks, because it works to get some martial arts spirit. Nothing is saying in fact that it can't work with counterattacks or pursuits. So this is probably the way to go if you have no exclusive at all on the hero. So now we are going to have a look to the ultimate first before talking about the passive. So increases his own attack, and when you are going to attack a boss, you are going to have even more attack as well. So when he takes fatal damage, he's going to cast an ultimate. He's going to cast an AoE attack, dealing some attack damage and attack internal injury damage to all enemies. So that's a dot damage when he dies, and that's great. I love that. But we are gonna see later that with the exclusives, if one of your ally dies, in fact, it's gonna trigger that. And so this is why I'm calling that the Suicide Squad. This is gonna be so great. You are gonna see right after talking about the exclusives. So let's have a look to the passive. He's immune to burn damage taken. That's great for Growland, maybe because he has a lot of burning heroes on waves. So maybe it's cool for that, but maybe also for PvP when you are facing Ogradis. And this is gonna be great for the fair arena because you have many Ogradis in it, right? So that's cool. Then he's gonna cleanse all debuffs from self and enter the second phase, the Raging Fire form, and he's gonna have multiple effects. He's first gonna be immune to all control effects, so that's another great thing for PvP. And then when he's gonna take some burn damage, he's gonna heal himself so that's also great. And also there is a chance to counterattack the attacker when he's gonna receive an attack. For every 1 layer of internal injury owned by the target attacking him, he's gonna have some extra chance to counterattack. It cannot be stacked with the counterattack buff, so that's dommage, we say in France. That means it's a bit sad. For number 4, he's gonna exit Raging Fire status when he is gonna lack layers of martial art spirit, when all layers are gonna be consumed. So that's the hero without any exclusive. So far maybe he's gonna have a nice damage potential, but he's gonna be stuck because of the lack of martial art spirit on himself. So this is why you are gonna need some exclusives. As always, this is DH Games, this is Infinite Magicraid. We are used to that, right? So let's have a look to the first one. At the beginning of the wave, he's gonna get directly 20 layers of martial art spirit. So it's gonna be super easy to transform, at least way faster than before. And it's gonna increase the martial art spirit gain every time he's gonna use the basic attack or the first active skill, and reduce the layers you are gonna consume when you are gonna use the basic attack and the first active skill when you are gonna be transformed. So the first exclusive is gonna be mandatory, of course, on the hero, I'm pretty sure of that. So now let's have a look to the second exclusive, and this is a great one, trust me. I guess that it's gonna be really annoying in PvP for many reasons. Increases his own internal injury damage, so he's gonna start doing more damage based on his mastery. That's great. So imagine using that with Little Jack. Maybe in PvP you are gonna see that that skill might be really strong. Increases Indomitable Crash damage dealt, so this is the ultimate when he dies, but if he is in the second form, he is gonna cast that extra attack if one of your hero die in your team. And that's starting to be interesting, because if you are using Popper or Nilua, or both of them, if they die, they are gonna cast an extra attack on enemies. And that guy, if you are in the second form already, is also gonna cast his extra AoE attack. And that attack is gonna be based on his mastery. If you have Little Jack, you are gonna deal more damage as well, and it's gonna ignore Immortal and damage immunity, so it might be really strong, right? So if you are using that in PvP, maybe with against Ogradis, she's gonna start killing your heroes, but he can't die because he's immune to burn damage, and so you are gonna counter the opponent. That's cool for the fair arena. If he is not in the second form, and if one of your hero dies, then he's gonna get 20 layers of martial art spirit directly instead. So that's still cool. He can cast that extra attack only 1 time per turn. And this is gonna be considered as a counter attack. So if a Belton kills you, you want to be able to use that skill because you can't counter attack Belton. So now let's have a look to the third exclusive. Burning Combo and Meteor Crash, so this is the first active skill in the 2 forms, are gonna trigger internal injury damage for once. Up to 6 layers can be triggered. So if you are using him with maybe Neja to apply more layers on enemies, he's gonna start dealing a lot of damage to enemies, I guess. Each time he's gonna cast a Burning Combo or Meteor Crash, so these are the first active skill in the 2 forms. He's also gonna get 1 layer of Lofty Ambition, increasing his Indomitable Fire's attack bonus. So in fact it's gonna increase even higher his attack, because that's a passive. He can own up to 5 layers, and you are gonna keep the layers when he is gonna die or at wave transition. So that's pretty cool. So tell me what you think about the hero in the comment below, but I think that he's gonna be pretty interesting, pretty strong in the fair arena versus Ogradis teams. If you are repairing him with Popper or Nilua, it can be strong too. I want to try him versus a boss, but sadly I'm gonna be saving my miracle wishes for the 2 next weeks, because we are gonna have probably a new limited hero for Easter at the end of the month. So I encourage you to do the same, or if you have a great budget, then you are gonna be able to spend. You can do whatever you want, but in my case I'm gonna save everything for the Easter events only. So he looks strong, so I don't understand why he had so many poops on Discord. Tell me what you think about that in the comment below. Hope you have a nice day. See you in the next one. Bye bye.